Hello and welcome back to Sack to the Future. This is the 1962 season week number 6. The Washington Redskins coming in to play the Chicago Bears. There you see the records. Redskins 2 and 3. Bears are 3 and 2. Both teams coming off of a loss last week, I think. No, the Redskins won last week. The Redskins won last week. The Bears lost. And on the broadcast with me, at least for the beginning parts of the game, is Vinny X Wolf.
Hello. Still licking my wounds from the Bills and Colts games last 2 nights, but I'm here doing some ratings for Blast in the Past.
And the Bears have actually they've lost 2 of their last 3. So, and the win in between was a tough game against the Vikings. So the league it's almost like the first couple of weeks it didn't matter much that we went to All Pro, but then since that time it has definitely seemed to be harder than it was the first 2 seasons. And the Redskins have improved. Bobby Mitchell's a stud. And the rest of the team has made little improvements to where they're almost a real team now. Bears will get set to kick off. So here in week 6, there's a few of the user teams will be playing semi-pro teams, and the semi-pro teams went crazy. I think the Panthers signed 15 new players. Other teams signed less than that, so it was a little bit busy, but they're all set now. Norm Snead comes out, 10 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. So he is feast or famine. He's thrown a lot of yards, a lot of touchdowns, but he's also thrown a lot of picks. And we've already seen him in action against the Cowboys twice and the Giants once. I think I've watched all of those games, or at least, yeah, I've watched all those games and noticed that you better cover Bobby Mitchell. So hopefully the Bears have the game plan set for that. Matson, Nisby, Hagman, Permuto, and another offensive lineman. Billy Ray Barnes and Bossler, the running backs. Mitchell and Anderson are the wide receivers, and they play with the tight end also. It seems like it gets quicker and quicker. I can't keep up. So far, Snead has thrown it to the guy after he's gone on the out of bounds stripe. Defense for the Bears: Yeomans, Williams, Kilcullen, and Big Dud Gatkins on the line. Bill George in the middle, Larry Morris, and Joe Fortunato on the outside. Pettibone and Rosie Taylor, 2 great safeties. J.C. Caroline's very good on the outside, and Witzel also plays. He's not bad. He's just not as good as the other 3.
Did you look at their records, the real life records? Are you favored to win, or?
I am better, or the Bears were better than the Redskins, but not by much. So, I mean, and the Madden ratings also say I think the Madden rating said I was an 81 and the Redskins are a 77. I think the Redskins were like 5, 8-1 maybe. The Redskins are maybe 4-9-1. I don't know.
Let me try and look it up real quick. Redskins had 5 wins. They were 5-7-2. And the Bears were 9-5.
Billy Wade.
Now, see,
7 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, just over 1,000 yards.
See, the Colts were 7-7, so I have to realize that they're not what I think they are. That they are an average team, and they just went up against an 11-3 Dallas Texans. So,
Right.
on the other hand, the Bills are 7-6-1, but the Titans are 5-9. So they're only 2.5 game difference. Should it have been a blowout?
No.
No. I'm going to maintain that those few Maddenisms that just happened to me, the
Mm-hmm.
blocked punt, and what was the other thing? Oh, the fumble
Yeah,
review
where
that
they,
didn't happen.
right.
That don't make any sense, but whatever. Move on. The Bills' next game will be against the Baltimore Ravens. So
Oh my God. Stupid. It's just stupid. I misjudged the. I just said the Redskins are better than they were, and I still think they're a bunch of slow guys out there, like they were in '61 or '60.
oh, he
I
just
yeah. Breed Love with the interception shows that
mm,
he's not, stuck in quicksand for some reason. I thought he was. He was able to move, which is unfortunate. So, Billy Wade's up to 8 interceptions, trying to catch Norm Snead, who's at 10.
yeah. You notice those adjustments I made didn't help me at all.
No, no,
Sometimes they work. Sometimes they don't.
right, yeah. Which is good. I mean, if they always work, then you just always have them on.
Yeah.
All right, Billy Wade. He's throwing a pick six on every pass attempt this game.
Interesting strategy.
So they were all hyped up on stopping Bobby Mitchell. They forgot to come up with an offensive strategy. Go back to Gallimore, and he'll get 5 yards this time. Nothing on his first carry. So let's see. Undefeated teams include the Dallas Texans, who are supposed to win the AFL, and the
Yeah.
San Diego Chargers. Are the Cardinals still undefeated?
Nope. I believe they lost the 49ers.
Okay, so it's just the two
So,
teams in the AFC West, huh? Awesome.
yep.
Great news for the Broncos. No. Okay.
2 games behind the Patriots, even with a head-to-head victory over them. Thank God I got the head-to-head victory over them.
Yeah. Lee, Jones, Pyle, Cadile, and Watoska across the line. Backs are Gallimore and Caceres. Morris and Farrington are the receivers, and Iron Mike Ditka is the tight end. Not having the same season he had in '61, but he's still obviously the big man on the team. Man, that Packers in week 3, they had enough of Mike Ditka. And he was like double or triple teamed every time he went out. Oh, come on. Gallimore needs to work on his tackle breaking. Well, and also, why is Marconi trying to take Billy Wade out? Look at that. Nice job, Marconi. Could be a lead blocker, or you could just take out your own quarterback. Well, there's no reason this should be a trap game after getting absolutely destroyed by the Denver Broncos last week. But maybe they just are in disbelief that that happened to them. I
Yeah.
don't know. So who all does any of our teams have a bye? The Giants, maybe?
Broncos.
Oh yeah, the Broncos. Yes. So lots of action though.
That's yep.
The Bills had just played earlier tonight on the Vinny X Wolf channel. There's Billy Ray Barnes last week. He had 83 yards and 2 touchdowns. He has 246 yards and 4 touchdowns on the year. The yardage, nothing great, but 4 touchdowns in 5 games is not too shabby. Well, we're just getting started here in week 6. There's Fred Dugan. Last week had 5 catches for 55 yards and a touchdown. The Redskins must have scored a lot of points last week.
38-7, they beat the Eagles.
Okay, yeah. That's why every time someone touches the ball, they tell me he had at least 1 touchdown last week.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on. Well, they get the sack, fumble, but unfortunately the Redskins lineman was alert. Picked it up. George. Yeah, get back there. Okay. All right, Norm Snead throws that one to nowhere. 1 for 5.
Yeah. Johnny Green was lights out. Oh well.
I'd like to remind Norm Snead that the Bears have never cut him.
Yeah. I didn't cut Johnny Green. We traded him straight up for
That's true.
Aldaro. It just happens that the guy we traded him for, Aldaro, is now unemployed and has a new name in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Witness relocation.
So Norm Snead just, the coaches just wanted to get him a completion. Basically, they gave up on the drive, but smart to get your quarterback back in the game before it gets away from him. Wow, that punt is pretty strong and into the end zone. All right. It's been a terrible 3 minutes, but it's only been 3 minutes. This is a slow-moving game so far.
No, I'm doing the backups for the Chicago Cardinals as they get ready to take on the Hammond Pros tomorrow. And, blast from the past.
Is that tomorrow a.m.?
That's the plan. Haven't really talked it out with him to make sure, and he's in bed now, so.
Oh, Kelly, Pellegrini, Miller, and Breedlove, the guy that has got a pick 6 already. Linebackers Curran, Hackbart, the safeties Steffen, and Crab are the starting corners. None of those names jump out at me as great players or anything.
No, yeah, that's. Of course, we're at a position now where we can't say we've never heard of the guy because we actually created them all. So.
Right, right.
Or I've never heard of this guy. Comes in the off season when we're making his name.
Right, yeah, and I mean, obviously there's not a ton you can watch that was filmed in good enough quality to see anything. But I think I've at least heard a broadcast or something, if not actually seen some footage of every team. Just to get an idea if somebody stood out, you know, if the announcer was like, oh, Breedlove is the greatest linebacker I've ever seen or something. Like, oh, wow, okay. Don't remember hearing anything like that.
Right.
Like the Giants. The Giants have a lot of that going on with Cat Cavage and
Oh yeah, there's a
Huff.
lot of recognizable names there.
Yeah. Although one of them is not Alex Webster, and yet he's really good. I mean, you
Yeah.
hear his name because he did get a lot of carries or whatever, but like nobody raved about him. Like there's the, you know, I don't even think he had a cool nickname or anything. I can't remember them calling him anything but Alex Webster. Oh no, get up! Somebody's hurt. Doesn't appear to be Gallimore, but he is getting up kind of slow.
Could be your quarterback that you just spent millions of dollars on. Well, 1962 version, thousands of dollars on.
Right? I was gonna say Papa Bear. I don't know. Maybe like a bowl of soup. Although soon, 1965 draft. Gonna force him to open his pocketbook a little bit for Gale Sayers. It was
Yep.
Gallimore.
Yeah, we've had some big name injuries this season.
Bo Farrington gets open. I had to wait till the absolute last second for that to come open. Luckily, Wade didn't get hurt. That was my first read, and he wasn't open. And then I got to come all the way back to him, so it was like the first and fifth read. Luckily, he was open when I got to the fifth read. Oh, Caceres runs over a man, but then trips over him. Caceres has more power than Gallimore, but not the same amount of speed.
You know, I'm just thinking about that Bills game. What kind of bothers me is that I actually had something going with Cookie. He was in the 20s. It wasn't busting out, but he was having a nice paced game. It was 28 yards. I think it was 3.9 yards per carry. And then all of a sudden, the block punt, the fumble they don't review, the pick six. I can't run the ball anymore. It's over.
Mm. Yeah. Maybe I can get away quickly.
Yep.
Well, like I know we were talking about before the Dallas Buffalo game. It was close. I think it was like 7-6 or 10-7 or something fairly close. And then all of a sudden it's like bam, bam, a couple pick sixes, and now it's a blowout, and the running game's gone.
Yep. That's how I ended up with a
That's
third pick six because at that point, there was nothing else he could do. He had to throw to try to get back in the game, and the defense just sits back on their heels at that point and waits.
and Iron Mike comes through on fourth down. So the first quarter finally comes to an end. The longest quarter played so far in 1962. Bears in field goal range now, but they need the touchdown. And there's Caceres showing some of his power, refusing to go down. He's up to 20 yards on 2 carries. Taking advantage of the opportunity, I guess. Triple H is 1-for-1 with 11 yards.
No, down, yeah. It's time to play the game.
Yeah. Yeah. There's an, the Cowboys get a semi-pro team. The Colts get a semi-pro team. Semi-pro
Four
teams
did
for
this week.
everyone.
The Giants get a semi-pro team, like they need one.
Right. Yeah, so there's going to be some records broken in that one.
Yeah, the poor Falcons.
Oh, Johnny Morris. That was not the exact route, but whatever. It works. So Billy Wade with his second touchdown pass. First one to his own team, though. All right. It's tied. 13 plays, 80 yards. Took over 5 minutes off the clock. Oh, and they're going to make you relive it as the Titans take the lead on the Bills 10-3.
Well, I'm not actually seeing it. I'm just listening to your broadcast.
Oh, okay. I guess I don't have to mention it then. Okay, why is the camera following Bobby Mitchell around? All right, let's double team that guy. Oh, diving catch. That's my fault because I'm this linebacker that's supposed to be right there. I was running around in circles like a moron. It's totally my fault. I was supposed to cover right there and where they threw it, but they did a fake to the running back, and I came charging in, even though my assignment was to cover that part of the field. That's why sometimes when the passing game is just eating me up, then I want to switch to the safety, but I'm not good enough as the safety. I'm barely good
Right.
enough as the linebacker. I screw up there enough, but I don't want to screw up as a safety, and that's a touchdown. There we go. McRae comes through with the sack. It's a nickel blitz. And Norm Snead throws it a little too far in front of his receiver. Brings up fourth down. The Redskins have thrown 9 of the 10 plays so far. It's a 7-7 game, and they're becoming one-dimensional. Oh, get out of there. Ooh. Oh, they did one of the short punts trying to make me fumble it, but luckily Morris was concentrating.
Right.
Looks like Gallimore's back in. It's good.
That's good.
Pitch it to him. And he will get a few yards. 6. Yep, 6 yards. And he hits 500 rushing yards for the season.
That's good.
Only 500 behind Toller. Oh, and then he breaks a tackle. Another broken tackle. A stiff arm. Wow. Eh, Gallimore's better after the injury. That's stupid number 53. Pellegrini at the interception.
Hmm.
See, I'm afraid that the Packers, I don't know. I'm sure they watched film just as much back in the 60s as any other time. So I think the Packers have shown the league how to cover Mike Ditka. Because now he's always covered.
Oh, can't believe I just did that. I just exited without saving changes.
Oh, no.
Thankfully, I only had the name done because I had to go look for a jersey number. But
Norm Snead changing the play. Oh. Oh, my gosh. Thought for sure Norm Snead tricked me again. I thought for sure he was going to scramble and run for it, and right before he got to the line, he got rid of the ball to Bobby Mitchell. And now they're on my side of the field.
do you know that it took me an hour and a half to advance this today?
Why is that?
Usually it's like 20 minutes. It's because all them signees that the semi-pro teams did,
Oh,
they
yeah.
all needed names.
Right,
I mean,
right.
I was doing names and uniforms because I'm not gonna dump a bunch of work on Brian for guys who don't exist. But
Right.
yeah, an hour and a half. I'm like, wow, so that's why I'm still editing my daily team for the day.
Your daily team for what? The
This one's for
unfortunate?
Blast for the Past.
Oh, blasphemy. Oh, in general, you just do one team of
Yeah,
some league every day? Yeah.
I might have to stop though. I'm getting tired. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but they play both ways, so I got 12 guys left to do.
Mm.
So,
So the Bears try to turn the running back into a pretzel there.
ugh, stupid laptop.
Open across the middle for the first down. Redskins answering with a nice long drive of their own. Get off me. I was like sucked in. I was on my way to having a nice route to make the tackle, and then all of a sudden I got sucked into the blocker. Come on, Bears. It's the friggin' Redskins. There we go. Bill George gets rid of some frustration. Okay. Popped up in the air. And incomplete. That was interesting. Complete but tackled short of the end zone. 4th and goal. The Bears hold him out of the end zone, which is good. And it's the 2-minute warning. So the Vikings and Packers have caught the Bears at 3-2. I do not need to go down to 3-3. Gotta tie this thing up before the half, or take the lead. Short kick. Morris returns it to the 33. Triple H completed one to Eddie Guerrero. Willie Gallimore has exactly 100 rushes on the season. Oh, Wade going for it all for Farrington, but the Redskins covered it nicely.
What quarter are you in now?
I'm in a 2-minute drive in the end of the first half. First quarter took about 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Gallimore with a nice juke there. Gallimore has been better at making moves and everything since the injury. He goes the distance for the touchdown.
Nice.
Big run from Willie Gallimore. The Bears get their first lead in this one. And Willie Gallimore, his season goal was 600 yards. Man, have some more confidence. Jeez. He's already gotten it, though, so that's good. It reminds me of that one game when your guy's goal was to have so many punting yards.
Yeah.
I remember you were commenting. You're like, "Why is that a goal?"
What are these names back then? Red O'Connor.
Just because he had red hair.
I don't know. I assume so. There's no pictures, so.
Yeah, I doubt his real name was Red, but who knows?
No, it's listed as red, but then again, this is 1920. Because it'd be like with Night Train Lane, it'll say Night Train on the roster, then you click on him and it says Dick.
Right.
But, yeah.
Are you telling me Red O'Connor was as good as Night Train Lane?
No, I'm just using it as
I
a
know. I'm just kidding.
He's only 5'8" and he's a tight end. Well, no, he was an end. 5'8",
Yeah.
170.
Yeah, they were a little smaller back then. That's what's going to look so weird about the other league, where we could have a team from the 60s playing a team from 2015. The offensive line will be like 220, but the defensive line will be 330. Like, oh yeah, this is not scary at all for us. No, he does complete it, but he gets out of bounds right away. Stops the clock. Billy Ray Barnes.
I think Red O'Connor's going to be my last guy.
Oh, dang it. Snead picks up the first down. They hurry up, and the Bears are completely out of position. Another first down for the Redskins. Someone's going to need to get some pressure on Snead. Wide open, wide open. Oh, but he fumbles. The hard hit forces the ball out. Oh my God! And Bobby Mitchell lights Fortunato up. There's two hard hits on the same play. Bam. Oh man, that's a concussion. That is not good. But the result of the play is good. A fumble recovered by the Bears. There's completion to Farrington, and the Bears call timeout. Well, the second quarter was moving around along, and then all of a sudden, the last 2 minutes are taking a long time here. Hopefully, it results in more points, though. Nope, it results in another interception. Oh, no, it is going to be points for the Redskins. Second pick six thrown by Billy Wade. Dang it. Should have just got to the locker room.
That was me at the end of the first quarter. I thought to myself, just let it run out. No, get the punt away, get it done with block touchdown. Just let it run out.
Man. I had the fumble, I had the momentum, and the lead. Now I have neither of those things. And Mike Dick is returning kicks now.
How'd that happen?
I have no. I mean, it was a little bit shorter of a kick, so maybe he's just the up blocker or something. I hope they didn't move him to returning. Right.
I just closed your window.
How is that not pass interference or holding? Jeez.
No. I got 4 guys, 8 players left to do. I'm going to finish in the morning. On the Vinny X Wolf and the John M channels, blast in the past at some point tomorrow morning, maybe tomorrow evening. Chicago Cardinals, Hammond Pros, ending the divisional playoffs. Thanks for letting me be a part of your broadcast. I'm going to hop out now and go to bed. I'll catch the rest of this game some other time.
All right. Have a good night, sir. It's halftime, 17-14. Bears are trailing. The Redskins definitely leading in the passing department. Bears have been the better running team, but the Bears have also turned it over 3 times. All right, the good news, the Bears do get the second half kickoff. Pretty good return out to the 38-yard line now. Let's see what the Bears can do with it. Total yards, the Bears do have that edge. Gallimore got 3 on first down. Oh, Farrington takes a shot but holds on to the ball. That is a first down. Gallimore picks up a couple more. He's up to 100 yards now on the day. Second and 6. Gallimore unable to squeeze through that minuscule hole. Oh, Gallimore is hurt again. That's the second time this game, so that's not good at all.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Oh, stupid Marconi. The hole was there, but Marconi runs into his own man and then gets stuck. And that fails miserably. Barnes now up to 27 yards on 6 carries. And Snead, oh, he had the touchdown, but the ball was dropped. Diving catch was not made. And Willie Gallimore has a dislocated shoulder. Out for the rest of the game. And that completion is good enough for a first down. Snead now up to 14 of 23 for 171 yards. Surprisingly, Snead has thrown 0 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. He came in with 10 of each of those statistics. Basso gets his first carry, gets 1 yard. Bill George comes off his tackler and makes a nice play on the ball carrier, Billy Ray Barnes. And Atkins comes around the edge and gets to Snead for the sack. And now remember, the Bears ran a fake punt right at this point in the field. And it failed. Let's see if the Redskins will actually punt it for real. They do. It's a short punt. Down to the 26-yard line. Redskins still lead 17-14. Iron Mike runs through one guy. Second guy's there to take him down, though. Billy Wade finally over 100 yards. And Farrington gets a first down for the Bears. And Caceres fights his way for a first down. And Ditka hit from behind, cannot hold on to the ball.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively. All right, here we go. We'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Farrington does hold on. Nice play, Bo Farrington. He's up to 93 yards now and 6 catches. And the flip out to Marconi for the touchdown, spikes it right in the Redskins' face. No taunting because it's 1962, I guess. Runs over the man, then comes right back to him. Runs over 41, gets the touchdown, goes right back to him, and spikes the ball in his face. All right, Marconi. Point after is good, and the Bears get the lead back 21-17. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the third. There you see in the third quarter the Vikings and Packers are scoreless, but none of that is true. That game is the bonus game that will be broadcast on the Vinny X Wolf channel on Saturday. They're scheduled for Saturday. Of course, delays can always occur, but we do believe that game will happen on Saturday. Vinny X Wolf. And so I know Vinny X Wolf was on earlier. If you happen to catch this tonight, this is February 28th, then tomorrow on March 1st, the Vinny X Wolf channel will have a game in the AM, which is actually a different league blast from the past going all the way back to the 1920s, and a Sack to the Future game here in 1962 season, of course. So 2 games on the Vinny X Wolf channel. That's the only games that have been confirmed, but always make sure you're checking out and have the notifications clicked for the John M. and Tears 89 channels as well. There you see another hard hit by the Bears, causing another fumble. So the Bears defense has caused 2 fumbles, whereas the Redskins offense, actually the Bears have caused 3 fumbles, and they've recovered 2 of them. And the Redskins defense are forcing the interceptions. So it's interceptions versus fumbles. I was going to say, the channels you want notifications on are Tears 89, John M, and of course this channel and the Vinny X Wolf channel. Make sure you get all your Sack to the Future action as well as other projects such as Blast from the Past. And of course you guys probably know on this channel, Classic Era Football, the greatest teams from 1961 to 1984. that league and my best era football league, which is, of course, the same idea, but with teams from 1984 to the year 2000. There you see Mike Ditka coming through with a nice play. He's up to 4 catches for 49 yards. And Caceres gets just a couple. He's at 6 carries, 37 yards now. And Caceres fighting, trying to keep his feet, finally gets slung to the ground. And Bobby Wade will run for the first down and get to the 5-yard line. First and goal now. Most likely the last play of the third quarter coming up. And he hits Morris, but he's tackled at the 1-yard line short of the first down. So we've got 1 quarter to go. The Bears lead the Redskins by the score of 21-17. There you see a big game. The 4-1 Oilers at the 5-0 Dallas Texans. That, of course, is a rematch of the real-life 1962 AFL Championship game, where the Oilers and the Dallas Texans went to overtime. So definitely keep your notifications on for the John M. channel to watch 2 great teams from 62 go at it. The 2 best in the AFL. What am I doing? Just kick the thing. Okay, here we go. Point after is good, and the Bears. Oh no, there's a flag. Wait, hold everything. Hold everything. Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. So now they will just kick it out of the back of the end zone by being able to kick off from the 50-yard line. Oh, no, it doesn't. How? Oh, because the wind. Okay, because the wind is so strong, even kicking from the 50, they're unable to kick it into the end zone. But the penalty still does its job, as they get him down at the 16-yard line, which is way better than getting a touchback. See, the Redskins only have about 40 yards here in the second half. But there's a nice draw play. Didn't see that coming. It looked like number 42 actually made the tackle, though, the Redskins guy. It's always good when the opponents are tackling themselves. Oh, and Snead, I'm not sure where he was going. He went right to, he threw it right at Bill George. And Bill George was glad to accept that gift. Wade gets hammered, fumbles the football, but luckily he holds on to it. Picked the wrong play, not sure exactly what it picked. Okay, it's one of these things. Play action pass, and then Ditka falls down. That was a weird play. 3rd and 14 coming up. Wow, all out blitz, and Stinchula gets to Billy Wade and brings him down. Why? Well, I don't know what McCray was doing, but luckily the Bears are able to down the ball. And force the Redskins to go 95 yards if they want a touchdown on this drive. Why would it make me turn into the guy 10 yards down the field? Luckily the computer was there to make the tackle. I really hate the way the Madden turns you into the guy that you never really want to turn into. And Snead just throws that one out of bounds. There's an injury.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Here we go. Green, 39. Green. They're set up to throw.
Snead gets it out to him just enough for the first down.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession.
Hand off right up the middle. Barnes up to 47 yards now. There's the completion to Bobby Mitchell, but tackled immediately. Did a good job of keeping Mitchell from winning the game on his own. He does have 2 catches for 45 yards. Screenplay, but nicely read by McCray out there. And Snead goes underneath, completes it. I believe that's Bossler. No, James, sorry, Dick James. 2-yard gain. And Snead throws that one out of bounds, throwing it at the Bears players on the sidelines. 3rd and 8 coming up.
set, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. They'll try to set up the screen. It's complete.
Beautiful play by J.C. Caroline, able to fight off the blocker and get there for the tackle.
That'll bring them up a 4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And the offensive lineman jumps for the Redskins, so that'll turn a 4th and 5 into a 4th and 10.
And that'll set them back 5. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Oh, again, they turned me into the wrong guy. Redskins come through with a nice 4th down conversion.
And it'll be 1st down, Washington. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down. Trying in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You start to get it done as you noted, and they did.
No gain there on the completion. Second.
Fred Dugan has 9 catches for 94 yards.
Defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And there's someone jumping again on the Redskins, I think.
The Redskins, I think so.
Yes.
So that'll back them up 5. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
I don't know why I ever switch into anyone.
Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them. They run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn into big plays.
This will be caught inside the 10. And look at a big hit to the shoulder pads. Took him right off his feet. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup, but they really want to go is they have to get the 3rd down. They got to maximize
Nothing there on the run.
as much as possible.
Bosler's 2nd carry of the game for 0 yards.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
Morris and Pettibone combine on the stop after an 8-yard gain from James.
Create some space in the run game. Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Doesn't get much better than this for an opportunity.
And Barnes is tackled just short, bringing up a 4th and goal. But it is an 11-point game, so I guess a field goal is an option.
And they thought that
See if it's a fake, though.
possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up.
No, they do go ahead and kick it. So with 2:02 to go, the Redskins turn this to a 1-point game. It's 28-20. Looks like they're going to go ahead and kick it deep as well. Oh.
But you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
They do have all 3 timeouts, so the Bears are going to need to get a couple first downs here.
Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try to get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked the same.
And there's Mike Ditka going up and getting it for the first down, and that is the 2-minute warning.
So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
And there's the safety coming up, making the play and calling timeout.
Sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Hey, cut his right. Watch that in. Four down. All right, here we go. Looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Able to slither by.
Billy Wade gets a couple yards, but does go out of bounds.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout. Here we go, Nick.
Where was Billy Wade throwing that ball? Intercepted by Kerr. And Norm Snead will come out trying to lead his team to the game-tying touchdown. Wait, what? Interesting. The yardage is almost the exact same at total yardage. And a nice sack by Big Doug Atkins there. There we go. That was read beautifully by Rosie Taylor, and that should end the game with the pick six. Norm Snead finally threw one. So that should do it. The Bears are going to survive the Redskins and get up to... Is that roughing the kicker again? What is the Redskins' problem against the kicker? Jeez. Redskins are out for blood.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. It'll be taken very short. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try to put points on the board.
And the sack all the way back at the 1 yard line. And that ball's dropped. And Snead gets it out to the 19. That gives him a chance. And of course, Bobby Mitchell bails them out. Oh, and Snead spikes it into the ground. So the Redskins have one more timeout. They still need 2 touchdowns, though. They're just going to go ahead and try to get one of them. Never say die attitude, basically. And that is incomplete. Just a mess of bodies there. And we'll see if this is just a Hail Mary here. There it is. He does launch it, and it's going to be picked off in the end zone and tackled from behind. McCray gets the interception. I think that's his first of his career. And the Bears win this game. Snead does end up throwing a couple interceptions, one on the last play of the game. Wade threw more, though, I think. So both quarterbacks having an issue with the interceptions, but the Bears win this one. And we're going to hope Gallimore's not too hurt. That's the big downside to this game. But the Bears look good in the second half and take the game 35-20. Improve to 4-2, staying ahead of the Packers and Vikings, who play each other. So the winner of that game will certainly still be tied with the Bears. But somebody's got to lose. So that means there will be the Lions, and the loser of that game will both be behind the Bears, which is nice to at least be ahead of some teams in the division. Well, thanks for checking this out. Again, the other channels you want to watch, if you want to pay attention to the entire league, is the Vinny X Wolf channel, the Tears89 channel, and the John M channel. Thanks for watching. Right after the stats here, I'm going to go ahead and say goodnight. So hopefully, whatever time of day it is you're watching this, you're having a great day, and come back for more Sack to the Future football. Thanks for watching, everyone.